last chapter, we discussed about derivative of a function. And now we are going to start with our next chapter, application of derivatives. As the name suggests, we will be using the knowledge of derivatives. That is, we will be applying the knowledge of derivatives in solving problems, right? Let us recall the meaning of derivatives. Let y equal to fx be a differentiable function. Differentiable means derivative of fx exists. Now here y is equal to fx. Here x is the independent variable and y is the dependent variable. So as the input x changes, the output y will also change. So the rate of change of y with respect to x is denoted by dy by dx, derivative of y with respect to x. So dy by dx gives the rate of change of y with respect to x, right? Okay, now look here. Let y equal to fx be a function and let this be the curve y equal to fx, right? P be a point on this curve and the coordinates of the point P are a comma fa. When x is a, value of y will be fa, so coordinates of the point P are a comma fa. Q is a neighboring point on this curve with coordinates a plus h comma fa plus h. So this point will be a plus h and this will be fa plus h. I have joined the points pq to get the line pq, and this line is a tangent to this curve drawn at the point P with angle of inclination theta, right? Now, if I ask you to find the slope of the line PQ, yes, we know that when 2 points on the line are given, then slope is given by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, coordinates of the point P are a comma fa. This is x1 comma y1. And coordinates of Q are a plus h comma fa plus h. This is x2 comma y2. So slope of PQ is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, that is fa plus h minus fa over a plus h minus a. This will get cancelled out. So slope of the line PQ is equal to fa plus h minus fa over h. So we have obtained the slope of the line PQ, right? Now look here. As Q comes near to P, that is when this h tends to 0, because when Q will approach the point P, this distance will become smaller and smaller. So when I say as Q approaches P, it means that h is tending to 0. Now when this happens, this chord PQ will tend to the tangent at the point P. So limit fa plus h minus fa over h as h tends to 0 will be equal to the slope of the tangent drawn at the point P, because this gives the slope of line PQ. Now when h tends to 0 means when Q approaches P, this line PQ will tend to the tangent. So the value of this slope will be equal to the slope of the tangent. And yes, in class 11th, This is the derivative of the function at the point A. So, f dash A is equal to slope of the tangent at the point P. So, remember this. Derivative of the function at any point on the curve y equal to fx gives the slope of the tangent at that point. That means if this is the curve y equal to fx, P be a point on the curve at which this tangent is drawn, then dy by dx at P is equal to the slope of the tangent drawn at the point P. Derivative of the function at a point gives you the slope of the tangent. So we have learned that slope of the tangent at the point P is equal to derivative of the function at that point P. So this is the curve y equal to fx. P be a point on the curve at which we have drawn a tangent. So this line is the tangent line, right? And this point P at which tangent is drawn, this is called as the point of contact. That is, it is the point at which the tangent touches the curve. So point of contact is the point which is common to both tangent and the curve. Now through this point of contact, I draw a line which is perpendicular to the tangent. This line is called as the normal to the curve drawn at the point P. So, normal and tangent line are perpendicular. And we know that when two lines are perpendicular, then the product of their slopes is equal to -1. So if mn is the slope of normal and mt is the slope of the tangent, then mn into mt should be equal to -1. This you had learnt in your class 11th. Now from here, slope of the normal will be -1 over slope of the tangent. Now we know that slope of the tangent at the point P is equal to derivative of the function at that point. So from here, slope of the normal is -1 over derivative of the function at the point P. Clear? Now let's take one question. Find the slope of the tangent to the curve at 1, 3. This is the equation of the curve. A tangent is drawn at this point. We are to find out the slope of the tangent. Yes. Slope of tangent at 1, 3 is equal to the value of the derivative at the point 1, 3. Right? So first I need to find out the derivative of the function. So y equals to this minus 10x plus 5. Differentiate with respect to x. I'll get dy by dx. It is 4x cube 18x square plus 26x minus 10. Now derivative at the point 1, 3. Value of the derivative At x equal to 1 and y equal to 3 will be 4. Replace x with 1. So I'll get 4 minus 18 plus 26 minus 10. This is 30 minus 28, 2. So slope of the tangent, that is MT, is equal to 2. Let's take another question. Find the slope of normal to the curve x equal to a cos cube theta, y equal to a sin cube theta when theta is equal to pi by 4. Yes, we know that slope of normal is equal to minus 1 over slope of tangent, which is derivative at the point P, right? Now here function is given in its parametric form with parameter theta. So in order to find out dy by dx, I differentiate x with respect to theta. So dx by d theta will be a, yes, first handle the power, 3 cos square theta. By chain rule, derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. Similarly, dy by d theta will be a, handle the power first, 3 sin square theta. By chain rule, derivative of sin theta is cos theta. So dy by dx is equal to dy by d theta over dx by d theta. Put the values. It's 3a sin square theta cos theta over negative 3a cos square theta into sin theta. On simplification, I'll get dy by dx as negative tan theta. Right? This will get cancelled out, this will get cancelled out, and this will get cancelled out. So dy by dx at theta equals pi by 4 will be equal to minus tan pi by 4, which is equal to negative 1. So therefore slope of the normal mn is minus 1 over dy by dx at p, which is negative 1. So it's equal to 1. So slope of the normal when theta is pi by 4 is 1. Let's take another question. Find the slope of tangent to this curve at 0, 5. Yes. Slope of tangent will be equal to value of the derivative at the point, and the point in this case is 0, 5. So first I need to find out dy by dx. Yes. Curve is x square by 4 plus y square over 25 equals to 1. I need to find out dy by dx. So differentiate both sides with respect to x. Here I'll get 2x over 4 to y over 25 into dy by dx equals to 0. So 2y over 25 dy by dx is minus 2x over 4. So from here dy by dx is into 25 over 2y. So I'll get dy by dx as, this will get cancelled out, minus 25 over 4 x over y. So slope of the tangent is dy by dx at 0, 5. So minus 25 over 4 Replace x with 0 and y with 5. So I'll get 0. So slope of the tangent is 0. And yes, tangent is a line. When the slope of a line is equal to 0, then it means tangent will be parallel to x-axis.